Hey guys, it's Taylor. Today we're just gonna start in seated easy pose, which is just crisscross applesauce. Really root through your tailbone so that the spine lengthens. Pull your low core in and roll your shoulders away from your ears. Unfurl your eyebrow, unclench your jaw. And then with your next inhale, the arm's gonna reach overhead. And then exhale, take a shoulder stretch. So take the left hand and reach it to the middle of your back. Take the right hand on top of the left shoulder. Keep the head still lifted. So if you find yourself hunching through the back here, just take the left wrist with the right hand and pull the left wrist over the left elbow over the left shoulder. So wherever you are, stay here. Full inhale and a full exhale. And then full inhale, unwind the arms, reach the arms back up, and then the right arm's gonna reach to the midline of the back this time. The left arm on top of the left elbow, or grabbing the wrist of the right arm if that's not available. Wherever you are, full inhale here. Exhale to hold. And then full inhale, the arms are gonna unwind. Exhale, take a back bend, so cactus the arms, bring the elbows to a 90-degree angle, pull the elbows back, lift through the sternum, and then lift the gaze and the chest up towards the sky. Inhale, the arms lift back overhead, and this time exhale, wrap the arms around each other with the right arm on top first. Tuck the chin to the chest like cat pose. Puff up through the shoulders. Curl into a small ball, then full inhale, unwind, the arms lift back overhead, and then exhale, take that back bend again. Pull the elbows to a 90-degree angle, back like they're gonna meet, and then lift the chest and the gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, the arms lift back overhead. This time the left arm wraps on top, the right arm underneath. Tuck the chin to the chest. Pull the belly button back, puff up through the shoulder blades. Then full inhale, unwind. This time exhale as you cactus the arms, bring the fingertips all the way back behind you, and then bring the chin down so that you look at the ground. Full inhale here. Full exhale. And then with your next inhale, the arms lift back overhead, the gaze follows the hands. Exhale, bring your hands heart center as they push evenly against each other. Go through a couple wrist rolls here. So you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna show your hands to somebody, right? So show your hands, and then you're gonna bring the backs of the palms together as you point the fingers down, bring the fingers back towards you, lift the fingers up, and then bring the palms back together. So that's, again, you're gonna show somebody your hands. You're gonna bring the backs and the palms together as the fingers point down. Bring the fingers back towards you and the palms back together. So go through a couple of wrist rolls. Breathing with your own pace. Go for one more. And then let the shoulders relax, roll the shoulders away from the ears a couple of times. And then full inhale, you're gonna start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then drop your left shoulder down towards the ground. So really lengthening through the neck here. So the left shoulder drops and the right ear reaches towards the right shoulder. Lift the gaze more towards the ceiling. And then if you want more here, you can bring the right hand on top of the head just as extra weight, not necessarily to pull, but to just add a little extra weight. And then when you're ready, full inhale, release the neck, bring the head back center, and then left ear drops towards the left shoulder first. Lengthen through the right shoulder down towards the ground, so you're pulling in opposite directions. Lift the gaze towards the sky. Feel the stretch here for a couple seconds, and then when you're ready, if you'd like it, you can bring the left hand on top of the right ear to add a little extra weight. Remember not to pull. Full inhale, release the neck and bring it back through center. Roll out the shoulders again. And then we'll meet in tabletop position. So come the hands and the knees, the hands stack underneath the shoulders, the knees stack underneath the hip. With your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Roll the tips of the shoulders away from the ears so that the chest broadens. Then exhale, pull the belly button up towards the spine as you curl and round. Cat back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, puff up through the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And then exhale, curl and round, cat pose. With the tops of the feet on the mat, stay here. Full inhale, start to lift the knees up off the ground and hug the shins. Exhale to stay. Full inhale. Exhale, drop the knees back to the ground. Inhale, drop the belly, spread the shoulders wide, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, curl and round cat pose. Inhale, start to lift the knees. Exhale to hold. Inhale to drop the knees. Exhale to hold. And then inhale, cow pose, draw the shoulders away, lift the gaze. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine, tuck the toes. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips high, let the heels sink down towards the mat. Push through the index fingers so that the chest reaches farther back towards the thighs. Bend the knees if the hamstrings are really tight. But then work on lengthening them from there. With your next inhale, three-legged down dog, the right leg lifts high. Either flex or point the toes, but the back pinky toe stays dialed down to keep the hips square. Then full inhale, bring the knee through towards the chest. Through high plank, step the right foot between the hands. Low lunge. Full inhale, drop the back knee down towards the mat. Inhale, low crescent lunge, squeeze through the inner thighs. Make sure your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Try not to let it go past that point. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Keep the chest over the hips, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Then full inhale, take the hands behind the back and pull the thumbs down, chest expansion with a back bend. Lift the chest and the shoulders back towards the ceiling as you sink in towards that left hip. Inhale, squeeze through the inner thighs. You're gonna lift your back knee up off the mat. Full crescent lunge with chest expansion. Full inhale, shorten your stance if you need. You're gonna start to straighten your front leg and then lift the chest and the gaze. Start to reach the thumbs down the back leg. Full inhale, come back through center with the chest as you rebend the front knee. Then your next inhale, you're gonna launch off your back foot to your front foot, warrior three with chest expansion. Keep the hip closed, but stay rooted through the right leg. So really extend through the right leg. Either point or flex the back foot. Engage the core, pull the low core in. And then full inhale, Ekapada with chest expansion. Start to lift the left knee either in line with the hip or maybe a little higher. Flex the foot or point the toes. And then with your next inhale, unwind the hands and bring them to the tops of the shin. Half wind, standing half wind pose, sorry. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Stay rooted through the right leg. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take a full inhale here. And then your exhale, you're gonna start to lift the right arm up as you take the left heel towards the glute and grab the inside part of your left foot. So you can either take it with the hand or you can take a strap and wrap it around your foot or your belt. So wherever you are, hold here, full inhale. Start to kick into the hand as the hand pushes into the foot, even. And then once you have enough lift in the leg, you can slowly start to tilt the chest forward to find your dancing pose. Full inhale here. Exhale to hold, keep the core engaged. And then full inhale, slowly start to bring the chest back through center. Squeeze the knees back in towards the midline. And then as you inhale, Ekapada Tadasana, lift the left leg. And then find your tree pose anywhere but the knee. So on the inside of the leg, either on the inside of the calf or on the inside of the thigh, but never on the knee. So wherever you are, you can help your foot to the top if you'd like. And then you're gonna start to open through your left knee. As the left foot pushes in towards the right leg also pushes back into that left foot so the hip doesn't pop out. The hands can come on to center. Pull through the low core and keep the core engaged. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. If you want more than tree pose here, you can come to half lotus pose, taking the hand to the pinky toe side of the left foot and crooking the left heel. Taking the left heel and putting it in the crook of your hip. That's what I was looking for. Either take the hand down or grow your branches wherever you want your hands. It's up to you. Full inhale here. And then exhale back to Ekapada Tadasana. The left leg lifts, the arms lift. And then full inhale. As you exhale, start to tilt the chest forward, airplane arms as you take the left foot back to find full crescent with airplane arms. Full inhale, start to lift the chest up, unwind all the way to warrior two. So your back foot's the only thing that moves to a 90-degree angle. The front foot still faces forward. The front knee still facing the toes of the front foot and stacked over the front ankle. So the knee opens, the hips are still in line with the chest. So try not to reach the chest forward. Try and keep the chest in line with the hips. Roll that out on the outer edge of the back pinky toe of your back foot. Pinch the shoulder blades back and together and reach the fingertips in opposite directions. The arms work just as much as the legs here. And then with your next inhale, full inhale, reach as far forward as you can here. And then exhale, left arm comes high, the right hand can come to the shin, block or the earth, extended side angle pose. Roll the left shoulder back, try and stay lifted through the right side body though, use the oblique muscles. And then your next inhale, you're gonna spin on the back toes and square the chest back towards the mat, low lunge. Exhale, push the hips back into space, pyramid pose, the left heel reaches back towards the mat as you reach your forehead down your front leg and lengthen through your spine. Full inhale here. Exhale to hold. Inhale, rebend your front knee. And then exhale, take a twist. The right arm lifts high. Take a twist, the right arm lifts high, drop down to the back knee, twisted low crescent lunge. And then from here, you can either stay on your back knee to modify for modified side plank. You're gonna open your left knee so it faces the side of your mat as you step your right leg back to the back of the mat. The hips face the side wall, the right arm lifts the block underneath the shoulder if you need it, or you can take the hand to the mat, but make sure the wrist stacks directly underneath the shoulder, making a straight line with the arms. Pull the core in and lift through the hips towards the sky. If you were in low lunge and you want to take full side plank, you take the hand on the mat or on the block. Start to shift the weight, start to lift the back knee up off the ground and shift the weight all the way onto the left pinky toe. And then lift the right leg either up. You can take tree pose on the leg. Again, anywhere but the knee, so it can be down on the ankle and the calf, or it can be on the thigh, but really make sure you draw the hips up here and keep the core engaged. If you want more than modified side plank, but less than this, option to kickstand behind you or in front of you, whatever is more comfortable for you. Wherever you are in modified high plank or in side plank or in side plank. Then bring your right arm down. We'll meet in tabletop. Bring both knees to mat underneath your hips. And then full inhale, start to reach the left arm and the right leg back. So left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back. Balancing tabletop. And then exhale, curl and round, left elbow to right knee, puff up through the right shoulders. And then inhale, re-lengthen, re-extend. And then exhale, this time reach for the inside part of that right foot with the left hand. And slowly start to find that dancer's pose, kicking the hand and the foot into the hand, and lengthening from there. Always an option to grab a strap if you can't grab your foot with your hand. And then your next exhale, the left hand, right knee finds the mat. Inhale, tuck the toes. Find your high plank if you want to go through your chaturanga from there, or if you're already in tabletop position and you like to take your chaturanga from there. Wherever you like to take your chaturanga from, go ahead, we'll meet in downward facing dog, where we'll pedal out the legs. Take a moment to catch your breath. And then when you're ready, the left heel is gonna sweep high this time, three-legged dog, point the toe work, flex the toes, with the pinky toe dial down to keep the hips closed. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, low lunge, drop down to the back knee, full inhale, squeeze through your inner thighs to lift your chest over your hips, roll the shoulders away from the ears, pull the low core in. Full inhale, take the hands down, clasp the hands together and pull the thumbs down towards the ground. As you inhale, lift through the chest and the sternum, take a small back bend on your exhale. Full inhale, come back through center, pop up off your back knee, squeeze through the inner thighs, full crescent lunge. Shorten your stance if you need to, but start to straighten your front leg. Exhale, take that same back bend you just did. Full inhale, come back through center. As you bend your front knee, launch off your back foot. Warrior 3 with chest expansion. Square the hip, flex the toes or point the toes, whichever one, but stay rooted through the left leg. Really push the ground away through the left leg. And then full inhale, Ekapada Tadasana, the right leg comes through with chest expansion. Keep the thumbs pulling down, the shoulders rolled back. Keep the low core pulling in. And then your next inhale, the hands unwind. Grab the top of your shin, pull your knee in. Standing when we're moving pose, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Full inhale, feel the belly push against the thigh. Exhale to let it go. And then full inhale. Slowly start to take the left hand high as you take the right hand to the inside part of the right foot. Full inhale, slowly start to kick the right hand into the foot as the foot pushes into the hand. Once you find as much extension with the leg as you can, slowly start to tilt the chest forward. Keep the low core engaged. Reach the arm towards the top of the mat. Continue to push the foot into the hand and the foot. And then full inhale, squeeze back through the inner thighs, bring the legs back together, use the core. Full inhale, take the hands back up, try not to touch the foot to the ground. Ekapada Tadasana. Make your way to either tree pose, either above or below the knee on the inside part of the leg. Remember to keep your left leg still pushing in towards your right leg, and keep the right knee pulling back towards the back wall to open the hip. The hands can be heart center or open your branches. If you want that more, you can come to lotus pose or half lotus pose, taking the foot to the crook of the hip with the left hand. Close the eyes to challenge the balance. Use the core. And get back up when you fall. Full inhale when you're ready. Unwind the leg, come back through Ekapada Tadasana. And then as you exhale, slowly take the right foot back to find the ground as you tilt the chest forward and the fingertips sweep back, airplane arm, full crescent. Squeeze through the inner thighs, stay lifted on the back heel. Then full inhale as you lift the chest up and take the hands, TikTok them open. Take the back heel to a 90-degree angle. Take the energy out through the back foot, the outer edge of the back foot. Open through your left knee and keep it stacked over your front ankle. Pinch through the shoulder blades. Keep the low core pulled in. Draw the fingertips in opposite directions. And then full inhale, extended side angle pose. Reach the fingers as forward as much as possible. And then take the left hand to the shin block or the earth. Still trying to keep the left side body engaged and lifted. You can lengthen your right arm forward towards the top of the mat, or option to take a bind to the left inner thigh. Full inhale here, and then your exhale, you're gonna take your chest and spin it back towards the mat as you pivot on your back toes. Full inhale, start to push the hips back into space as you reach your right heel down on the exhale. Reach your forehead down towards the shin and lengthen through your spine. Hands on blocks or the ground. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, rebend your left knee. Full inhale to lift the chest and roll the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to take a twist. The left arm reach as high as you drop down to the back knee. Stay here. Full inhale. You can open to your modified side plank if that's your option. If you want more, pop up off the back knee, pivot onto the outer edge, pinky toe side of your right foot as you start to transfer all your weight to that right foot. That left foot can come to tree pose anywhere but the knee on the inside part of the leg, but the hips keep lifting up towards the sky as much as possible. Use the core. Either here or maybe you kickstand in front or behind you. The hand can be on the ground or as I'm using a block. And then full inhale, the hands can come back down to the ground, the knees back on the mat, tabletop position. This time, full inhale, the right hand and the left leg is gonna lengthen in opposite directions. The right arm reaching forward, the left heel pressing back towards the back wall, hovering up off the ground, balancing table, pull the low core in. Then as you exhale, pull the left knee and the right elbow together underneath you as you puff up through your shoulders like cat back. Inhale, re-reach the arm and the leg in opposite directions. Find your balance and exhale. Take the left foot towards the butt as you reach the right hand to the inside part of the left leg. Slowly start to kick the hand in the foot in the hand, and find your extension here. Full inhale, and then exhale to release. Right hand comes back down. Left knee finds the mat. Full inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round cat pose. Full inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round cat pose. Inhale, find that neutral spine. Slowly start to fold your leg into a seated easy pose. And then make your way to Jani Shavasana. Take the left leg and extend it out towards the top of your mat. The right foot on the inside part of the left thigh. Open your right knee up, roll your shoulders away from the ears, and find this anterior tilt in your pelvis. So instead of letting the back hunch, lift through the tailbone and lengthen the spine up first, rolling the pelvis forward. As you inhale, lengthen the chest towards the top of your mat as you reach your forehead down, forward fold. Take a couple breaths here. Trying to get in the backside body of the leg. Flex the toes. And then maybe point them. Each inhale trying to lengthen a little bit more, and each exhale trying to fold a little deeper. And then with your next inhale, lift the chest up. Squeeze the right thigh up towards, so that the knee points towards the sky. And if this is a lot, you can always take the right foot out a little bit if you feel too hunched up here. So if you need to, walk the right foot down towards your heel. But inhale, the left arm is gonna lift high. The right hand's gonna come behind you as your kickstand. If you start to lean back, use your fingertips to push your chest forward towards your knee. And then exhale, take the left elbow to the outer edge of the right knee and start to push through the knees so that the chest spins more towards the side wall. Palm open, full inhale. Full exhale, twist a little deeper. And then full inhale, come back through center. Jani Shavasana, opposite side, right leg extend, left foot on the inside part of the right thigh. Find the anterior tilt and the lengthen the spine first. And then exhale, slowly start to hinge at the hips, reach the chest forward, fold, bring the forehead down towards the shin. Each inhale to lengthen a little bit. And each exhale to fold a little deeper. Feeling the stretch in the backside body of the leg, the calf and hamstring. Full inhales and full exhales. And then with your next inhale, draw the chest back up. Use the core, pull the left thigh up so that left knee points towards the sky. Walk the heel out if you need more room. Full inhale, the right arm reaches high. Left hand to kickstand and push the chest towards the knee. Exhale, take the right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee and push the elbow to rotate the chest towards the side wall a little bit more. Twist from the belly button. Full inhale. And exhale, twist a little deeper. Full inhale, come back through center. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Extend both heels out towards the top of your mat. Slight bend in the knees if you need it. Maybe grab a rolled blanket and place it underneath. And then with your next inhale, find that anterior tilt first. And then exhale, reach the chest forward, forward fold. Pull up through the kneecaps. Feel the stretch in the backside body of both legs. Lengthen through the tailbone. Each inhale trying to lengthen, and each exhale trying to get deeper. Full inhale, slowly start to lift the chest. And that's all I have for you guys today, so if you guys want to go through that as many times as you want, feel free to. I hope everything's going well. Namaste, guys.